How long have you been doing this for?
No.
Saying that you put your hands inside her pants and her buttocks, her butt.
So this is Yasin Asher. He's been accused of molesting girls in a school. He was a substitute teacher. Before I continue with this interrogation, I want you to take two things into consideration. One, I've never seen the footage before, so I will react to it in real time to give you something more authentic. And number two, there may be times during this video where the audio is blanked as names of victims are read out. So, if you do end up enjoying this video, please subscribe.
No. That's not true.
We're gonna go through this again. So these kids are all making that up?
No.
You gonna tell me the whole school's gonna make something up?
No, I'm telling you the truth about the other girl, but I don't know about.
Okay. Maybe a girl. Let me say a girl because I don't even know if you remember her name. A girl.
Yeah.
On Thursday, she's saying that you touched her butt inside of her pants.
No.
Are you willing to take a lie detector test? It's really a stress voice analysis test, but people kind of refer to it as a possible lie detector test. Will you be willing to take something like that?
No.
Why?
I'm afraid of that.
Why?
It might hurt me, that's why.
How is it going to hurt you? It is not painful. Or you're afraid because you're not being honest with me.
No. I didn't do it.
Man, listen. I don't understand why you cooperated with me. I know I'm going to find out a whole lot more. Now I'm scared about what I'm going to find out because you're not being honest with me. We keep on going back and forth. You cried and you told me you were sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like you're sorry when you're not being honest with me right now.
Shame. Shame is when you're feeling embarrassed or humiliated. Sometimes shame is the perception of having done something dishonorable or improper. If you look at his demeanor, the way he's talking, he's in a state of shock. But rest assure you, he's not mad at himself for what he did. He's not shameful for what he did. Right now, he's more concerned about what his parents are going to think, what his family is going to think, and what society is going to think of him. Right now, he's thinking of himself, not the victims.
I have not done that. I don't know, but I did want to.
I know that. How else would I know that? Oh my, I wouldn't be here if I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you touch a student's butt? Female student.
No. I'm not lying to you. I don't know.
You touch so many students you don't even know. You don't even remember. You're trying to think, oh, which girl spoke up? That's what it seems like.
No.
Let me tell you something. And I'm going to be honest. You cried to me. And you told me you were a good kid and that you were sorry.
Yeah.
But you're not being sorry when you're saying that these kids are denying something. Do you know what these kids go through?
No.
You know, this other girl that came forward was crying to her mom, saying that something really bad happened to her. You believe in karma? How would you like it if it happened to one of your nieces or nephews? Or you when you were little, or your family members?
I won't feel good.
It's pretty clear he's quite uneasy right now, very uncomfortable and unsettled. However, his sexual proclivities have got him here, and he did not once consider the consequences of his actions. She knows what he's done. He knows what he's done. She's just waiting for him to confirm it.
But you're sitting there and instead of, you're not sorry. You say you're sorry, you're not sorry. Because you're not being completely honest with me. If somebody's truly sorry and wants forgiveness with anybody, you will be honest. You're not sorry. So if I pull video, I will not see you touching anybody that day you substituted.
The officer is now becoming a little bit more aggressive in her interrogation. As you can see, she's leaning forward, looking straight at him, looking for an answer, for truth, looking for a confession. The moment she mentioned any kind of video evidence, his fingers started twitching. I would bet my bottom dollar, the moment she said this, he probably felt a big adrenaline rush in his body, and he's struggling to answer her back. This is probably the weakest moment he's ever been in.
Oh, did not touch anybody.
Okay. You want to play that game? That's fine. It's gonna come out. I already talked to you about touch DNA, and this is even worse. I heard you put your hand inside of her pants. Do you think that your DNA is not gonna be there? I don't understand why do you keep on like hiding things? These kids, what did I tell you earlier? That sooner or later everything comes out. I know this little girl is not gonna just make it up. I know that. Be honest and tell me what happened, man. You're sitting there, and at this point, you know, saying you're sorry, but you're really not. You know I'm gonna find out. You know I'm gonna start pulling surveillance. Now you're just gonna make me work harder for it.
Yeah, I really didn't do that.
Okay. So some random girl that does not even know the other students is randomly gonna say the same thing that you touch her butt. That is just a coincidence? That's a coincidence? It's a coincidence?
No.
Do you think that today's my first day on the job?
No.
Do you think that today you're my first interview?
No.
I find it interesting how he actually answered these two questions, but has stayed quiet for a lot of the conversation. My instinct tells me he's looking for mercy. He's begging for forgiveness. So for him to acknowledge her dominance in the situation, knowing that she's done this before, knowing that he's not going to be able to fool her, maybe she might be lenient on him. I don't know if this is conscious in his head, but it probably is subconscious.
You're not fooling anybody, man. Not the judge, not anybody. It's people, they don't even know each other. They're in completely different classes. Today was not even in school. So it's not like she went and told somebody else and they plotted against you. So there's no way. You're gonna sit there and lie still, or are you gonna be honest? You're not a little kid. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
And you need to take responsibility for your actions. You decided to touch these girls. They didn't tell you to touch them. You made a decision. Honestly, you made a decision. You made a bad decision. You know that already.
Yeah.
But if you really care about making it better, be honest. If you really care about making things right, be honest.
I did that.
I know you did. Tell me what happened.
I touched her butt.
Inside her pants?
Yeah.
What is she saying? Something about it's cold or it was cold? Where did that happen? Outside or inside?
Inside the class.
Behind the desk or somewhere else?
I'm beside the desk.
What else do you do?
Now, he just confessed to the crimes, but have you noticed her demeanor? Now she's calm, she's relaxed, she's got to where she's wanted to be. A little push, and he folded. Good. Hopefully he stays in jail for the rest of his life.
Who do you do that to that day? Who do you do that to that day, on the 21st? Only one person?
Yeah.
What was she wearing?
The jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Thief. Yeah.
And what?
In jeans.
Uh-huh. And what else?
T-shirt.
So how did you put your hands inside her pants? How did that happen?
She was wearing a skirt.
She's wearing what?
A skirt.
I think you said jeans.
I thought about it.
What kind of skirt? Was it a jean skirt or was it something else?
I think it's yeah, jean skirt.
Okay, so how did that happen?
I was at the desk.
Okay, but what happened?
She came up to me, asked me a question.
Okay.
Told her to get your assignment and come here.
Okay. Now what happened?
And tried to touch her.
Mm-hmm. But how? Where do you put your hand?
In her back.
Mm-hmm. And you slid it down, or was it from underneath her skirt, or was it from above?
Once from above.
Like that, like you go down?
Yeah.
And what does she do?
Didn't tell me anything.
How long did that last for?
About 2 minutes, I believe.
She just let you?
Yeah.
How does she look?
She's blonde. Black eyes.
Huh?
Black eyes.
Dark eyes?
Dark eyes.
What else?
She was wearing a skirt.
Are you sure about the skirt, or because you said pants at first? If you're not sure, that's fine. I'd rather you say you
I'm
don't.
not sure.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't want you to guess if you're not sure. Okay. And then what?
That's all I could remember.
During what subject was this?
I don't remember. Exactly. I don't remember exactly when was it. It was in the morning. That's what I know.
Is there anybody else that is going to come forward?
No. I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
No. That's all.
Look, I already know that there's probably going to be more people coming forward. Is there anything else that you want to be honest with me about?
Say, I would say that I did the wrong thing. I wouldn't do it.
That you did wrong?
Yeah.
I know you did. Did you put your fingers inside her butt?
No.
What do you do? What do you put your hand inside her pants or skirt or whatever she was wearing?
Just touched her.
Like what? Show me. Where your hand? On the table.
Just touched her.
You said 2 minutes. Did you leave it there or something else?
I left it there.
Okay. And while you guys were doing what? Like, was she not saying anything? Were you saying something? I'm trying to understand, like, how does that work?
I believe. She was writing an assignment on the paper.
Okay.
She was doing it at my desk.
So she was just talking to you, and then you...
No. She was... Actually, they had an assignment to write.
Okay.
So she came up to me, she asked me how to do it. So I showed her a sample.
Okay.
And then she told me I would copy this. Can I copy it or...
What color was her hair?
blonde? The black and the big coffee, dark.
But blonde and coffee is not the same. There's brown, there's
Yeah,
blonde,
brown.
there's black,
Brown.
there's orange, red, I don't know.
Brown.
Brown hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it, well, I have different colors in my hair. Was it short hair, dark, long hair?
Long hair.
Long brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I understand you.
Yeah.
I have no more questions. I have a feeling that there's more that you don't want to tell me, but I'm not going to go. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay? Do you have anything else you want to add before I conclude the interview?
Just feel sorry and I won't do it.
You want to do what?
I feel it's a very wrong thing. It is a wrong thing.
You're attracted to little girls.
Asher Yassin waived his right to a trial after pleading guilty to attempted lewd, lascivious molestation of a child under 12. He will serve 8 years, each for the 4 counts against him that will run concurrently. He is now classified as a sexual predator, and after serving his prison sentence, he will be deported. In my opinion, 8 years, not long enough. Comment, tell me what you guys think.